got us a convoy. It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth pulling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, Pigpen, this here's a rubber duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down. 'Cause we got a little convoy rocking through the night. Yeah, we got a little convoy, ain't she a beautiful sight? Come on and join our convoy, ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gonna blow this trucking convoy across the USA.
So we'll get things rolling here in a moment's time. So James Speed, Phil Dawson, and Andrew Walker will be our first three here this morning. In herd number one of the $5,000 Novice. Got a big 4 days going to be happening here at Bassett Park. Also tomorrow we have the cattle back in at 6:30 a.m. Also today we'll have the 5,000 Novice, 6 herds, then we'll have a presentation, then we'll have pre-works in the afternoon. So we've got some great entertainment happening. Friday night, we're going to have the first ever Roma pony hop competition. We'll be doing entries for that very soon. So we're going to do pros versus the loper for their lopers challenge. And also we're going to have a non-pro challenge as well. So that'll be Friday night. And we've also got DJ entertainment on Saturday night as well. But let's watch our first competitor, James Speed, with Smoother.
Swindle sheets and left them setting on the scales. By the time we hit that Chi-town,
down in the holler, old boy's feeling like a dog on a collar, keeping that chain pulled tight, waiting on Saturday night. Put on the smell good, put on Skinner, head into town like a NASCAR winner, cruising back and forth to the Tasty Freeze. Everywhere you look, all you see is hillbilly deluxe, slick pickup trucks, big timing in a small town. Stirring it up right about sundown. Black denim and chrome to the bone with a little homegrown. A country girl cuddled up. Hillbilly deluxe. Driving a fast bash, shoot 'em a cool smile, hoping that they smile back. Hey baby, what's your name? Burn a little rubber when the red lights change. Here come the blue lights, here come Barney. Hot on the beer, y'all, let's move the party. Gotta go, but that's alright. Do it all again next Friday night. Hillbilly deluxe, slick pick-em-up trucks, big timing in a small town. Stirring it up right about sundown. Black denim and chrome to the bone with a little homegrown. Country girl cuddled up. Hillbilly deluxe.
Thank you very much there, James. That was James Speed from Emerald. That was showing Smoother. That one was by Smooth as a Cat out of Miss Anna Louise. So 138 there for James, 138. This will now move to Phil Dawson, number 2 on the draw. This is Tap One Time, owned by Liz Smith. Next one to go, Tap One Time. The name of this one, signed by Tap Dancing Cat, out of This One Time, was bred by Todd Graham. So next one to cross the Showtime line here this morning, Phil Dawson, Tap One Time. We're at 2.5 minutes in our $5,000 novice here this morning.
Goes right through my head. It's like I had that happen once, but it's chemically induced. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, attention please. Come in closer, everyone can see. I got a tale to tell. Listen, don't cost a dime. If you believe that, we're gonna get along just fine. Now I've been traveling all around. I heard troubles come to your town. I got a little something guaranteed to ease your mind. It's called snake oil. Y'all's been around for a long, long time.
That was Phil Dawson right there. That was Tap One Time. That was by Tap Dancing Cat, out of This One Time. Unfortunately, that would be a 0. The walk out there today. Next up be Andrew Walker, and then we have Jeff Eddy, Steve Smith, and Isaac Westerhouse. That'll be our next 4 here today in our Black Truck and Ag Roma SQCHA cutting show. Thank you very much to Black Truck and Ag Roma, where customers come first. Black Truck and Ag Roma are dealers for some of the Australia's top brands across trucks, agricultural equipment and vehicles, and home to Kubota, as well as Zuzu Trucks, Zuzu Ute, Ram, Mitsubishi, Western Star, MAN and Iveco Trucks. So we get set for Andrew Walker from Tambo, number 3 on the draw. It's the one they call Green Limousine. It's by Power of Destiny, out of a Rosevale Docks Mistress. It was bred by Ben Walker as our next one to cross that Showtime line. It's day number 1 of our Roma cutting show for 2022. Andrew Walker next across the Showtime line, and then we'll have Jeff Eddy, then Steve Smith, then Isaac Westerhouse. But all eyes glued on Andrew Walker. This is Green Limousine.
Been working like a dog, slaving
Thank you very much, Sir Andrew. That was Andrew Walker from Tambo. That was Green Limousine. That was By Power of Destiny out of a Rosevale Docks Mistress.
Willie and the Stones, soundtrack to my life is a hillbilly song. Old boys like Merle, that man in black, said what they wanted, never looked back. I tear up to cry in time. Me and Johnny fight to walk the line. I still drive a pickup, I still wear boots. I grew up country, I'm proud of my roots. Red, white, and blue are the colors I bleed. I'm a Johnny Cash junkie. And a bucko.
So 142 there for Andrew, 142. So we'll now move to Jeff Eddy from Kingaroy. This is number 4 on the draw, Aaron Miss Metallic. By Metallic Cat out of an Aaron Missy Ray. Owned by Beck Eddy, this one.
On CMT. I throw back a beer, I pledge allegiance to Hank. I'll take a little less pop, a lot more twang. 3 chords and some down home soul. Some things never grow. Well, here we are again, me and my friends on a Friday night. Waiting on Jimmy, he's always gotta get his hair just right. Bobby yells where we're gonna go. All you think by now he'd know. Where the girls are, where the fun is, where the heads get turned and the games begin. Might get you a name and a number, kiss and a heart. Or where the girls are. Pile 3 in my truck, the rest follow us and we'll head downtown. Oh, y'all know the drill. Hit Jack and Jill's, then the Cavalier Lounge. Jimmy, you run in and look around, and we'll know if you don't come out. Oh, that's where the girls are, where the fun is, where the heads get turned and the games begin. Might get you a name and a number, kiss and a heart. Oh, where the girls are. If we gotta cross the county line, all you can bet we're gonna find where the girls are, where the fun is, where the heads get turned and the games begin. Might get you a name and a number, kiss and a heart. Oh, where the
Thank you very much there, Jeff. That was Jeff Eddy from Kingaroy. That was Aaron Miss Metallic. That was side by Metallic Cat out of an Aaron Missy Ray and was bred by the Aaron Park Stud.
I've been a rock and I got my
138 there for Jeff, 138, 138. So next up's going to be, will be Phil Smith showing this one, not Steve Smith that's written on the draw. Will be Phil Smith, the fierce one, and then we'll have Isaac Westerhouse and Phil Smith, then Righty Yates. Be a next lot of competitors. Thank you very much to the Prospect Cattle Co., Prospect Paddle Co., deliver integrity, also experience, value and growth to the beef supply chain. Supplies, landholders and customers, providing a seamless service to allow the individual stakeholders to focus on their strengths with confidence. So we get set for Phil Smith from Gundawindi, number 5 on the draw. This is the fierce one. It's one side by One Stylish Pepto over Lietta the Lioness. It's owned by Steve Smith. This one was bred by the Peter Shakespeare Trust.
You can make me want you anytime you
his life. You know it drove Mama crazy being a trucker's wife. The part she couldn't handle was being alone. I guess she needed more to hold than just a telephone. Papa called Mama each and every night just to ask her how she was and if his kids were alright. Mama would wait for that call to come in, but when Daddy'd hang up, she was gone again. Mama was a looker, Lord, how she shined. Papa was a good but the jealous kind. Papa loved Mama, Mama loved me. Mama's in the graveyard, Papa's in the bin. Well, it was bound to happen one night of dead. Papa came home and it was just us kids. He had a dozen roses and a bottle of wine. If he was looking to surprise her, she was doing fine. I heard him cry for Mama up and down the hall. Then I heard a bottle break against the bedroom wall. That old diesel engine made an eerie sound when Papa fired it up and headed into town. Oh, the picture in the paper showed
That was Phil Smith right there. That was the Fierce One. That was signed by One Stylish Pepto out of the Lioness. Left work before working area before time, so will be a marking of 0.
Mama was a looker, Lord, how she shined. Papa was a good but the jealous kind.
So next up we're going to move to is Isaac Westerhouse. Then we have Phil Smith once again, then Righty Eights, then Regan Lyons. That'll be our next 4 to show here today in our $5,000 novice. Thank you very much to Hamilton Park Wagyu, established by the Malla family in 1998. The Hamilton Park Wagyu beef is renowned for its quality taste, marbling and markability in Australia's domestic and international markets across 22 countries worldwide. Thank you very much to Hamilton Park Wagyu. As we get set for Isaac Westerhouse from Caboolture, living around the Tamworth area at the moment. It's the one they call a Chemlock Jolene, signed by Heavy Metal out of a Condor Jolie, was bred by the Chemlock rule. This was the one that Nio McDonald won the Snafflebit title down there at the Autumn Spectacular on. This is Chemlock Jolene about to cross the Showtime line here this morning. Isaac Westhouse back up in Queensland. Next one to go, 5,000 novice, 142 our high marking so far. But let's watch Isaac.
Hold tight with a leather fist. Watch out when he starts to twist. What the daddies used to tell them boys, how to ride them bulls. I got a jingle in my jeans, sore places in between, and I'm leaving old Salt Lake with a push and a pull. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trainer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging, lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. Turn up that radio. Don't wanna think about a rodeo. Don't wanna think about a roundup up in old Cheyenne. Well, it's a crazy circuit. Ah, but still you work it. Turn down that sound, boys. Let's get up and check the scan. 10-4, buddy, come on back. A horse trailer on a Cadillac. Yeah, we're talking to the cowboy in the Coupe de Ville. Chugging-lugging up one side, sliding down the other. Well, I'm a lover of the other side of the hill. 10-4, buddy, come on back.
Thank you very much there, Isaac. That was Isaac Westhouse with Chemlock Jolene. That one was signed by Heavy Metal Lover Condor Jolie.
There wasn't nothing on earth I couldn't do.
Will be a 0 for that marking right there for that showing. As next up we'll move to is Phil Smith once again. Then we have Righty Yates, then Regan Lyons and Matty Barber. That'll be our next 4 to show. Thank you very much to Brendan Fitzgerald, one of our great cattle suppliers here for the next 4 days. Brendan Fitzgerald has kindly supplied the Roma SQCHA cutting 2 years in a row now and consistently provides our cutting competitors with excellent quality line of young cattle. For our event, we thank Brendan for his commitment to the Roma SQCHA cutting. So we get set for Phil Smith from Gundawindi, number 7 on the draw. This is Dancing in Memphis, the one we're about to watch. Side by Tap Dancing Cat out of a Southern Magic. Owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud with Matilda Woodward. Was bred by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud down there in Swan Hill, Victoria. It's our next one to go right now. So we're looking at Phil Smith with Dancing in Memphis. It's our 5,000 novice. So 142 so far our high marking. We've got about 6 herds in total. We've got 81 horses that will be shown here today on day number 1. So big entries in our 5,000 novice here today. So we'll see who ends up with the top 6 at the end of the rainbow after the conclusion of herd number 6. And then we'll have pre-works to follow today here on day number 1. And we'll be back again once again in the morning. Tomorrow morning we'll kick things off with the beginner horse, and we've got the snaffle bit, novice, non-pro, and the open will feature tomorrow. Well, let's watch Phil Smith with Dancing in Memphis, owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud.
You say there's only 2 kinds of men you meet. She worked the window at the desert sands. Clyde was a dealer who was gifted with a sleight of hand. They're petty thieving and conniving away. Would never get them to that beach house of their dreams someday. But every afternoon at 4, that armored car rolled to the door like before. The door swing open and the pickup begins. The guard knocks, she lets him in. 2 bags of cash hit the floor. The guard asks her out. She turns him down and shows him the door once more. They must have run through it 1,000 times. And something happened on the evening of the perfect crime. It seems the setup and the switch all play, but there's a problem when it gets down to the getaway. So to complete that master plan, they're gonna need a pickup man. Meet Joanne. It's for all money and the hustle begins. The guard knocks, she lets him in. Bags of cash hit the floor. Clyde's hiding out. He swaps them out. The guards out the door. They score. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. 2 big bags of money and they're both feeling light. She sees the guard car to stop and she knows something's not right. He turns to find him standing face to face now with her. She says, how about dinner Friday? And if you're good, I'll let you have dessert. Bang, bang. God is happy and he's gone in a flash. Bang, bang. She grabs Clyde and the cash. Bang, bang. We see Joanna jump in. They were last seen heading west, never heard from again. The end. Bang, bang. Amen. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Smith from Gunda Windy. That was showing Dancing in Memphis, owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud, by Tap Dancing Cat out of a Southern Magic.
Beats all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Oh, we got a new leader, 145 there for Phil. So a round of applause for Phil this morning. 145. We'll have a new leader. 145. So we'll now move to Righty Eights, and then we'll have Regan Lyons, Matty Barber, then Phil Dawson. That'll be our next four here to go here today. So thank you very much to PTW, Auto Electrical and Air Conditioning. Family owned and operated. Paul and his team at the PTW specialise in all automotive, electrical and air conditioning needs, providing quality service and repairs to all types of vehicles, ranging from your family car through to prime movers, farm equipment and heavy machinery. Come and see Paul, Tanya and the team for all your auto electrical needs. PTW are now a proud authorised repair agent of Angle Fridges. Let's watch Righty Eights next to go from Emerald, his first showing for the weekend. This is the one they call Play Like Royalty, owned by Righty Eights. This one's signed by one-time royalty out of a yoga bar, Playin' Stylish. Was bred by the Eights family in Emerald. So our $5,000 novice is what we're watching here this morning. And also welcome to our viewers at home, and good morning and welcome to Roma. Brought to us by Ray Cooper and Just Cuttin'. So good morning and welcome to Roma. All eyes glued on Righty Eights, Play Like Royalty. Owned by Righty Eights, chasing 145 is the high marking right now. So needs 146 to take the lead. Also, thank you very much to Glen Arden Cattle Co. It's a business that is a low-cost beef production to create and attract further opportunities for growth. Our mission is to build a business that pushes the boundaries of agriculture whilst maintaining an innate culture of objective decisions-making at all levels. A business that provides growth, fulfillment, and all the involved that sees it prosper. We grow our people so we can too. Let's watch Righty Eights. Number 8 on the draw. This is Play Like Royalty.
In the rodeo arena, I'll take my stand. I wanna be known as a rodeo man. I come flying from the chute with my spurs up high, shafts and boots reaching for the sky, spurring wild with my head thrown back. You'll ask who's that?
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, come on!
Saddle up, let's go. Laying it down like Mexico. Who needs a beach? Got a cold creek. Son, you can betcha it's a country fiesta.
Hey y'all, let's ride, party going on the riverside. Hey y'all, jump in, let your hair down, go off the deep end. Cold beer, hot things, nothing but a chicken wing. Makes your girl screaming with that southern drawl. Hey y'all.
Cut off, that's right. Sugar so sweet, the chickens won't bite. Whole lot of Hank ain't no who
Thank you very much there, Ryder. That was Ryder Yates from Emerald. That was Play Like Royalty, owned by Ryder Yates. Someone was signed by One Time Royalty out of the Yulga Bar, playing stylish.
Waiting in the front yard, sitting on a log, a single shot rifle and a one-eyed dog. Yonder come a kinfolk in a moonlight.
135 there for Ryder, 135, so 135. So we'll now move to Regan Lyons, is going to be next to go. Then we'll have Matty Barber, then Phil Dawson, then Jamie Second. We've got about 6 more to show in herd number 1 of the 5,000 novice. We've got 6 herds in total that'll feature. Thank you very much to RAS Contracting, Earth Moving, Trucking and Agriculture. Check out their website at www.rascontracting.com.au. So we get set for Regan Lyons from Rockhampton, number 9 on the draw. This is Smooth Jesse, owned by the Valley End Quarter Horses. This one's signed by I'm a Smooth Blue Cat out of a Boontown Blues, was bred by the Valley End Quarter Horses.
Down the fiddle now, get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw 'em on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night. Oh, get down the fiddle now, get down the bow.
When I wake up in the morning light, I put on my jeans and I feel alright. I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on. It's the weekend, and I know that you're free. So pull on your jeans and come on out with me. Oh, 'cause I need to have you near me. I need to feel you close to me. I need to have you near me. I need to feel you close to me. You and me will go motorbike riding in the sun and the wind and the rain. I got money in my pocket, I got a tiger in my tank, and I'm king of the road again. I'll meet you in the usual place. You don't need a thing except your pretty face. Alright. I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on. Here we go, mama. Well, you and me will go motorbike riding in the sun and the wind and the rain. I got money in my pocket, got a tiger in my tank, and I'm king of the road again. When I wake up in the morning light, I pull on my jeans and I feel alright. Hey, I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on, I pull my blue jeans on.
Thank you very much there, Regan. That was Regan Lyons from Rockhampton. That was Smooth Jesse, owned by the Valley End Quarter Horses. That was by I'm a Smooth Blue Cat out of a Boontown Blues. $130 there for Regan, 130, 130 on that showing. This next up we'll move to is Matty Barber. So we've got about 5 more to show in herd number 1. So Matty Barber, Phil Dawson, Jamie Second, Warwick Green, then Phil Smith. Thank you very much to Crawford's Tyres, Dunlop Super Dealer and Century Batteries, corner of Warrego Highway and Charles Street. Thank you very much to Crawford's Tyres for being involved with the Roma SQCHA cutting show once again for its 2nd year running. So we move to Matty Barber from Cumbia, number 10 on the draw. This is Amaru Who's Counting Cats, owned by Matty Barber. This one's signed by Tap Dancing Cat out of Asenio Marla. was bred by Robert Wing and John Mitchell. Our next one to go. Also, thank you very much to Brown and Hurley Agriculture, Mounts Machinery, think Mounts, dealers of Case and New Holland. Check out their website at www.brownandhurley.com.au. Also, Black Truck and Ag Parts and Service, based in Roma, 46244800, Azuzu Western Star and Man Dealer. Also, thank you very much to Santos, a proudly Australian company. Santos is a leading supplier of natural gas, a fuel for the future, providing clean energy to improve the lives of people in Australia and Asia. www.santos.com. So we get set for Matty Barber, about to cross the showtime line for his first showing for this weekend with the Roma SQCHA cutting show with big entries in total, including the pre-works. It was around that 700 mark here this weekend, so way bigger than last year for the first year last year. So a massive weekend of showing some great bloodlines and some great show horses. So Matty Barber next to cross that showtime line for 2.5 minutes. They're cutting fans and all our viewers at home. Just recently got engaged about a week and a half ago to Sinead Maguire. So congratulations to the pair. Let's watch Matty Barber, Emaru, Who's Counting Cats, side by Tap Dancing Cat out of Asenyo Mala. Thank you very much there, Matty. That was Matty Barber from Cumbia. That was Emaru Who's Counting Cats, owned by Matty Barber. That was side by Tap Dancing Cat out of Asenyo Mala. $139 there for Matty, $139 We got 4 more to show in our first herd. Phil Dawson, then Jamie second, Warwick Screen, then Phil Smith. Also, thank you very much to Letterbuck Pro Services for sponsoring our rookie buckle here this weekend. Professional sports commentary, pro audio sound equipment, music with music directing, introduction equipment, social media advertisements for Western sporting events in Australia and New Zealand. But all eyes glued on Phil Dawson from number 11 on the draw. This is Smart Little Kit Kat, owned by Kevin and Dealer Heron. This one was signed by Kit Kat Sugar out of a WSR. Little Lena Jane was bred by the Kempsey Quarter Horses. So next one to go here today, 5,000 Novice, 145 on top right now. That is our high marking so far in herd number 1. But let's watch Phil Dawson with Smart Little Kit Kat, owned by Kevin and Dealer Heron.
Well, the midnight headlights blind you on a rainy night. Steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. But I gotta keep her rolling. Those windshield wipers slapping out of tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. Yeah, I gotta keep her rolling. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, I'm looking for a sunny day. Well, the truck stopped cutie, coming on to me, tried to talk me into a ride, said I wouldn't be sorry. Oh, but she was just a baby. Hey, waitress, pour me another cup of coffee, pop it down, jack me up, shoot me out, flying down the highway. I'm looking for the morning. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, I'm looking for a better way for me. Ooh, I'm driving my life away, I'm looking for a sunny day. Well, the midnight headlights blind you on a rainy night. Steep grade up ahead, slow me down, making no time. Yeah, I gotta keep her rolling. Those windshield wipers slapping out of tempo, keeping perfect rhythm with the song on the radio. Lord, I gotta keep her rolling.
Thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Dawson showing Smart Little Kit Kat, owned by Kevin and Dealer Heron. That one was by Kit Kat Sugar out of a WSR Little Lena Jane.
It's a hot, dusty Albuquerque Saturday night. I'm sitting in the middle of a ton of dynamite. When they open up the gate, the sucker will explode. But I can win.
Well, we'll be equal number 1 right now. 145 there for Phil Dawson. 145, so that'll be equal number 1 there, cutting fans. So we'll now move to Jamie second, then we'll have Warwick Screen, then Phil Smith. So 3 more to go in this first herd before we'll change out the herd. If we could have the Jamie second herd settling team, will be settling that second herd here this morning. But let's watch Jamie second from Albany, number 12 on the draw. This is Grace Bay, owned by the Cashmere Cattle Co. Signed by Sandman out of a Calvale Yellow Miss, was bred by Peter and Debbie Gesler. Also, thank you very much to Kelly Condon, the Australian Buckle Distributor. For your next awards or special gift for a loved one, call 0458 727-844 or via her social media page on Facebook as well. Let's watch Jamie second. Grace Bay, owned by the Cashmere Cattle Co.
She had a ragtop Eldorado, tucking low feet. She picked me up in Colorado and put me right in the driver's seat. I said I got no money, you know I got no job. She said, I'll tell you what, honey, let's find a place to rob her. Now the man at the station's name was Jim. I saw it sewed on his shirt. I told him, do what I say, you live another day, nobody's gonna get hurt. It was a crime of passion. She took me by the heart when she took me by the hand. Crime of passion. A beautiful woman and a desperate man. Well, I thought the thing was over. She was counting the cash when an unmarked Chevy Nova made the blue lights flash. She said, officer, would you help me please? I looked at her and she was pointing at me. You see, Jim at the station played his part. He talked a little perjury. He went to great pains to leave out a name. He was a future ex-husband. Can't you see? It was a crime of passion. She took him by the heart when she took him by the hand. Crime of passion. A beautiful woman and a desperate man. Now the cop at the station's name was Joe. Saw it on the badge on his shirt. He said, you never get away, just do what we say. Nobody's gonna get hurt. It was a crime of passion. She took me by the heart when she took me by the hand. Crime of passion. A beautiful woman and a desperate man. Crime of passion.
Thank you very much there, Jamie. That was Jamie second from Albany. That was Grace Bay, owned by the Cashmere Cattle Co. by Sandman out of the Calvale Yellow Miss.
On the bar lights, bands playing one last song.
120 there for Jamie. 120, 120. As we've got two more to show in our first herd, will be Warwick's Green, then Phil Smith. Here this morning in our 5,000 Novice, day number 1 here at the Roma SQCHA Cutting Show for 2022. Also, thank you very much to Pack Horse for sponsoring our buckles here this weekend. Thank you very much to Pack Horse. Also, Proactive Tax and Business Solutions, specialising in all things accounting, tax, bookkeeping and business, with a particular focus on rural and agri-small business clients. Rebecca has over 15 years of experience in accounting and taxation. As we all eyes glued on Warwick's Green from Scone. Done the big trip up in Scone, New South Wales. Number 13 on the draw. This is Perfect 10, owned by Kay Warrior out of Injune, Queensland. This one side by Jewel Smart Ray out of Perfect. Was bred by the Shumack family in Loombra, New South Wales. So Warwick's Green, number 13 on the draw, 145 on top. There's a couple of them right now. Needs 146 to take the lead right now in our 5,000 Novice. Let's watch the man from Scone, formerly from Belmont North. This is Warwick's Green, showing Perfect 10, owned by Kay Warrior.
Lazy yellow moon coming up tonight, shining through the trees.
Thank you very much there, Screeny. That was Warwick Screen from Scone, New South Wales. That was Perfect 10, owned by K Warrior. And that was signed by Jules Smart Ray out of a Perfect.
In a farmer's field, a no trespass sign, and time to kill. Nobody's gonna get hurt.
Well, enough for around that third place right now. We got 145, 145. That was 143 there for Warwick. 143 there for Warwick. So we'll now move to Phil Smith. Will be our last competitor in herd number 1. And then we'll change out the herd, and then the Jamie Seckham herd settling team to please be on standby to settle herd number 2. So Phil Smith next to go right now. Also, make sure you lock in the dates for the Burham Downs SQCHA cutting show. That'll be held on the 22nd to the 24th of July. Lock those dates in and be there for another great SQCHA event. We had Chinchilla there about a couple of weeks ago at the Chinchilla Showgrounds. This is the second one for the new year right now here at the Roma SQCHA. And to keep up with the SQCHA, check out their website at sqcha.com.au for results, events and standings, or like the social media page on Facebook as well. So we get set for Phil Smith from Gundawindi, number 14 on the draw. This is the one they call Full Bore Style, owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud. Side by Smooth as a Cat, out of a stylish doll, was bred by Sharon Bush in Alpha, Queensland. Full Bore Style, about to cross the showtime line here this morning. 145 on top. We've got about 2 of them. Then we've got a 143, so that's our top 3 so far. Then we've got a 142. Andrew Walker's in there as well. So that's what our top 4 is right now. And our leaderboard of our 5,000 novice here this morning. Also, the cattle will be back in tomorrow on day number 2. They're our cutting fans and our viewers at home at 6:30 a.m. Queensland, Australia time. We've got the beginner horse tomorrow, 1 herd in that event. Then we've got the snaffle bits, got about 2 herds, and the novice non-pro 4 herds. And then our open will have 2 herds. So a total of 9 herds tomorrow on day number 2. Then we've got 10 herds on Saturday. Then Sunday we've got 9 herds. So a big weekend of showing and cutting action here at Bassett Park. So all eyes glued on Phil Smith, about to cross the showtime line. Our last competitor in herd number 1. This is the one they call Full Bore Style, owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud in Swan Hill, Victoria.
Turn it up some. All right, boy. This is her favorite song, you know that, right? So we play it good and loud. She might get up and dance again. Oh, she put her beard down. Here she comes, here she comes. Left, 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 right, left. Woo! Hustlers shooting 8 ball, throwing darts at the wall, feeling damn near 10 feet tall. Here she comes, Lord help us all. OTW's girlfriend done slapped him out his chair. Poor old boy, it ain't his fault. It's so hard not to stare at that honky-tonk, but donky-donk. Keeping perfect rhythm make you wanna swing along. Got it going on like Donkey Kong. And ooh, shut my
Thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Smith from Gundawindi. That was Full Bore Style, owned by the Garrison Quarter Horse Stud. That was by Smooth as a Cat, out of a Stylish Doll. $143 there for Phil. $143. Well, a round of applause for those competitors here this morning in herd number 1 of the 5,000 Novice. So if we can have the Jamie Seckham herd settling team on standby, that'd be greatly appreciated. In our second herd, we'll feature Jamie Seckham, Steve Smith, Isaac Westerhouse, Marie Rudd, Phil Dawson, Mark Buttsworth, Regan Lyons, Steve Smith, Isaac Westhouse, Jackson Gray, Danny Ticknell, Matt Oakley, Warwick Screen, and Isaac Westerhouse will be our competitors. So far, 145 on top. That's what they're all chasing right now, but it's time to stretch your legs. Go and grab yourself some breakfast or a coffee from the Baking Asylum. They've got some great gourmet breakfasts happening here this morning, so head on over and grab yourself some brekkie and a cup of coffee or a tea or whatever your needs are. Head on over. But we'll be back very soon for herd number 2.
I'm gonna wear my flip-flops and I'm gonna play some flip cup and rock a little bit of hip-hop and Haggard and Jagger and throw a 20 on a cornhole game. If I'm lucky, I might get laid. The way that it's going, that kid gon' be floating. All I wanna do today is wear my favorite shades and get stoned. Work a little less, play a little more. That's what this day is for. And all I wanna do is lace my J's and lace some Jack in my cup. Work on my laid back, ain't nothing wrong with getting my Sundays on. Getting my Sundays on. Girl, you know you the life of my party. You can stay and keep sipping Bacardi. Stir it up as we turn on some Marley. If you want, you can pet on my Harley. I'll sit you up on the kitchen sink and stick a pink umbrella in your drink. The way that we're feeling, we gon' by this evening. But all I wanna do today is wear my favorite shades and get stoned. Work a little less, play a little more. That's what this day is for. And all I wanna do is lace my J's and lace some Jack in my cup. Work on my laid back, ain't nothing wrong with getting my before the real world started, and deal was we would get to go if we cleaned it up and got it running. That is old Winnebago, and winging a prayer down a 65, 5 best friends on football ties. I can still see Billy smiling when we finally made it. The Talladega boys raised the whiskey in gold glass. Here's to turning up, slowing down in cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living, drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. Sure would like to stay Talladega. Like a stone, time rolls on. You can't hit pause, that's when just a day. Most days in life don't stand out, but life's about those days that we all like. Rockin' rando, getting rowdy, shooting Roman candles at the man in the moon till the Alabama sun was breaking. Over Talladega, boys raised the whiskey in your glass. Here's to turn it up, slowing down in cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living, drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. Sure would like to stay Talladega. Talladega. When the winds grow cold and it blows October, I think about us shoulder to shoulder. Like those cars, my thoughts roll over and over and over in my mind. Tonight I'm in Talladega, boys raised up, whiskey in gold glass. Here's to turn it up, slowing down in cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living, drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. I sure would like to stay Talladega. Talladega. Interstate 20 got the tank topped off, dust flying like confetti in the rear view. Got a clear view of these getaway tracks. You got the seat kicked back, radio bumping that glass. You looking at me, looking at you, surfing that hand with the power lines. Yeah, no time, we're nowhere fast. We're just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring
time I fall, I get back up again. Cinch my saddle up and find me another wind. Let it take me where it wants to go. Another one-horse town, another damned old rodeo. I know this life is crazy, but I'll be home soon, baby. I'll ride in on a sunny day, sing you a song, steal your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my hat like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots and drive you wild like a cowboy. Well, baby, you know I can't stay long. You wake up, I'll be gone. Until then, I'll hold on like a cowboy. I'll keep your picture tucked inside my old hat. It brings me love. I need a bunch of that. This midnight winding road runs through my blood. I can't give it up like I said I would. I know it's hard on you, but like I always do, I'll ride in on a sunny day, sing you a song, steal your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my hat like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots, drive you wild like a cowboy. Well, baby, you know I can't stay long. You wake up, I'll be gone. Until then, I'll hold on like a cowboy. I'll ride in on a sunny day, sing you a song, steal your heart away like a cowboy. Hang my hat like I'm here for a while, kick off my boots and drive you wild like a cowboy. Like a cowboy. Like a cowboy. Like a cowboy. Every time I fall, I get back up again. Cinch my saddle up and find me another wind.
Thank you very much there, Butsy, for settling our second herd here this morning. And welcome back to the Black Truck and Ag Roma SQCHA Cutting Show for 2022 here at Bassett Park here in Roma, Queensland. Thank you very much to the hardworking Roma Cutting Club, Andrew and Renee Richardson, Kathy Mitchell and Jamie McConaughey, and Will and Bell Ricketts and Kesley Hewitt. Also all competitors and breeders and trainers. If you haven't grabbed breakfast, head on over to the Baking Asylum. Thank you very much to all our great sponsors involved with this event over the next 4 days. Black Truck and Ag, PTW Auto Electrical and Air Conditioning, Santos, Brown and Hurley, Crawford's Tyres, Pack Horse, RAS Contracting, Proactive Tax and Business Solutions Roma, Letterbuck Pro Services, Kelly Condon, Buckle Distributor. Thank you very much to our judges here this morning, Paul Pomolsky and also Aaron Stephen Jones. Thank you. Our timekeeper here this morning as well, Bruce, our arena director.
Generations of businesses grow, and we'll be here for a long time to come because reputations are riding on us. Isuzu, reliability is everything.
Kubota's M72 sets new standards in power, precision and performance and is compatible with a huge range of implements and other customizable options. Competitive finance rates now available. Speak to your local Kubota dealer. Kubota, shaping Australia.
$145 on top right now. We've got two of them. So $145, our high marking so far, set by Phil Smith with Jamie Seckham. First to go and herd number 2, number 15 on our draw. This is the one they call Pretty Whiskers, owned by Sammy Campbell out of Allora, Queensland. Side by Smooth as a Cat out of a Winradine Cat Baloo. Was bred by Julie Jones and Seymour, Victoria. And then we'll have Steve Smith to follow, but all eyes glued on Jamie Seckham in our 5,000 novice here this morning. Day number 1 of the Black Truck and Ag Roma SQCHA Cutting Show for 2022. So 6 herds, and then we'll have a presentation to follow here on day number 1. And then we'll have our pre-works here this afternoon. So welcome back our viewers at home that are watching it in their living room. Good morning and welcome to Roma, Queensland. So Jamie Seckham, first to go and herd number 2. So 145 is our high marking so far on this event. So a total of 81 horses have been entered in the event here this morning in our 5,000 novice. Big entries and 6 herds in total in this event. So we'll be paying out some big prize money here this morning on day number 1 of the 5,000 novice. Let's watch Jamie Seckham. Number 15 on the draw, Pretty Whiskers, owned by Sammy Campbell out of Allora, Queensland. So make sure you get on over and grab yourself a coffee or some breakfast at the Baking Asylum. 5-star meals all weekend, brought to us by the Baking Asylum. So let's watch Jamie Seckham. Pretty Whiskers, owned by Sam Campbell. Thank you very much, said Jamie. That was Jamie Seckham. Number 15 on the draw. That was Pretty Whiskers, owned by Sam Campbell. That one was by Smooth as a Cat, out of a Winradine Cat Baloo. 139 there for Jamie. 139, 139. Next up be Steve Smith, and then we'll have Isaac Westerhouse, Marie Rudd, then Phil Dawson. That'll be our next four to show here today. Thank you very much to Prospect Cattle Co. Prospect Cattle Co. delivers integrity, also experience, value, and growth to the beef supply chain. Let's watch Steve Smith from Gundawindi, number 16 on the draw. This is the one they call MC Blue Rock, owned by Courtney Roberts out of Springshaw, Queensland. This one side by Rockin' W out of a Red Royal Boone, was bred by Denise McCallum. Thank you very much there, Smithy. That was Steve Smith from Gundawindi, number 16 on the draw. That was MC Blue Rock, owned by Courtney Roberts. That was side by Rockin' W out of a Red Royal Boone. $137 there for Steve. 137, 137. Next up be Isaac Westerhouse, and then we have Marie Rudd, then Phil Dawson, then Tom Strawn. That'll be our next four to show. Also, our cattle supply for this event here this morning is Santos. Thank you very much, Santos, for being involved with our Roma SQCHA cutting show for 2022. So we get set for Isaac Westerhouse from Caboolture. Number 17 on the draw. This is a front man, owned by Victoria Acton, and around the Bow Desert area. This one's side by No More One More out of a Stylish CD, was bred by John and Jackie Farley. It's our next one to watch right now, Front Man. Number 17 on our draw and our 5,000 novice. Here this morning on our Thursday morning here at Roma, here at Bassett Park. was Isaac Westerhouse. That was Frontman, owned by Victoria Acton. That one's signed by One More out of a stylish CD. Did leave working area before time, so will be a 0.
I got a hole in my jeans. I had a job and I lost it.
Next up will be Marie Rudd, and then we'll have Phil Dawson, Tom Strawn, then Regan Lyons. That'll be our next 4 to go. Thank you very much to Black Truck and Ag for sponsoring our Black Truck and Ag Open Non-Pro Saturday afternoon. Our feature event, Open Non-Pro, a trophy buckle and $1,000 in added money. Well, let's watch Marie Rudd from Oakey Creek, number 18 on the draw. This is Sophisticated J, owned by Clay Stead. This one side by Sophisticated Cat, out of a Spins Giant, was bred by the Spring Creek Pastoral. So 145 our high marking so far. They're cutting fans and our viewers at home. But all eyes glued on Marie Rudd. Sophisticated J, owned by Clay Stead.
Now she's strumming on my 6-string. It's across her pretty knees. She's stomping out a rhythm and singing to me the sweetest song. The sun is shining and this road keeps winding.
Gotta find something to ease my mind. Gotta get off of you. You're tearing at my heartstrings one more time with what you're putting me through. I'm not much on hanging around where I'm not wanted at all. I'm not gonna be your lovesick clown waiting for your beck and call. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. This will be the last time you spin your wheels, even like a maniac. You don't care about the way I feel. There's no need in coming back. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, well, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. I'm gonna get alive. That's what I'm gonna do. So starting now, well, you can find one too. I'm gonna get alive like I should have done a long time ago. Before you wreck this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get alive before the getting's done. Oh yeah.
Thank you very much there, Marie. That was Marie Rudd from Oakey Creek. That was Sophisticated J, owned by Clay Stink. That one was side by Sophisticated Cat out of a Spins Giant.
Country, I'm just a no jukebox junkie. I can't stand it here. Music stop. I keep dropping my quarters in the slot. I play every song.
140 there for Marie, 140, 140 for that showing. Next up will be Phil Dawson. And then we'll have Tom Strawn, then Regan Lyons and Steve Smith. That'll be our next 4 to show. Thank you very much to Black Truck and Ag Roma. Black Truck and Ag Roma are dealers of some of the Australia's top brands across trucks, agricultural equipment and vehicles in home to Kubota, as well as Zuzu Trucks, Zuzu Ute, Ram and Mitsubishi, Western Star, Man and Iveco Trucks. That's all eyes glued on Phil Dawson. Number 19 on the draw. This is Blue Blooded Cat, owned by John Keats. This one side by Metallic Cat, out of a Hangin' With Royalty, was bred by the Wildwood Hill Holdings Propriety Limited. So next one to go right here, Phil Dawson, number 19 on the draw.
Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. Where the first drop burns, but the second one goes down slow. Then that old black label gets a hold of you. It loosens your tongue, but it never tells the truth. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. When the bottle starts talking, be careful what he might say. He talks in the dark like he never would in the day. Then he gets in trouble just as soon as he gets away. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die. Drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. Get it now. Well, a little white lie don't mean anyone no good when it's making the rounds all over the neighborhood. Next thing you know, you're all misunderstood. When you're drinking dark whiskey, telling white lies. One leads to another on a Saturday night. Don't you cross your heart unless you hope to die.
Thank you very much there, Phil. That was Phil Dawson showing Blue Blooded Cat, owned by John Keats. That was side by Metallic Cat, out of a Hangin' With Royalty.
And I can tell you never had one for your own, or you never been around one. Now you're thinking that you found one. Well, it might be kind of fun to take it.
Well, we got a new leader, 146 there for Phil, so round of applause for Phil here this morning, 146, so a new leader. So next up be Tom Strawn, then we have Regan Lyons and Steve Smith and Isaac Westerhouse. So our next ones to go, our next four. Thank you very much to PTW Auto Electrical and Air Conditioning, based in 94 Charles Street, Roma, Queensland. Contact phone number is 46222235, and also mobile 0428 301 838. So we'll move to Tom Strawn, number 20. One of our great sponsors this week for Pack Horse. This is the one they call Peppy Flair, owned by the Flair Syndicate. It was bred by Mark Buttsworth. This one was signed by EB's Flaris out of Yugabar O Peppy Roy. So our next competitor right now, Tom Strawn, 146 on top. Peppy Flair.
Don't even start to think you're gonna change him.
You'd be better off to try to rope the wind.
What he is what you got. Out in the country past the city limit sign where there's a honky-tonk near the county line. The joint starts jumping every night when the sun goes
Thank you very much there, Tom. That was Tom Strawn showing Pepe Filaire, owned by the Filaire Syndicate. That was by EB's Filaris out of a Yulgabar O Pepe Roy.
Stay with me now. Listen up, this is philosophical. Mud grips, white tip, cigars sticking out.
142 there for Tom, 142 there for Tom, 142. So next up be Regan Lyons, and then we'll have Steve Smith, then Isaac Westerhouse, then Jackson Gray. So that'll be your next 4 to go. Thank you very much to RAS Contracting, Earth Moving, Trucking and Agriculture. Check out their website at www.rascontracting.com.au. Let's watch Regan Lyons from Rockhampton, number 21 on the draw. This is Kate's Apache Blues by Stylish Apache. This one owned by Stephanie Burns. It's bred by Mark Kaler. So next one across the show timeline, Regan Lyons, number 21 on the draw. We got 81 entries in total. Our 5,000 novice here today. So pay out 6 places. Also first to 6 with the sashes as well. But all eyes glued on Regan Lyons. This is Kate's Apache Blues, owned by Stephanie Burns.
There's a place not too far away from here, out with the cows and the Lone Star beer, where they're living in love and it's quite all right with me. What they call it Texas, it's a mighty fine place to be. Runs from Texarkana to El Paso and Oklahoma down to Old Mexico, and there's Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. People in Texas sure do make you feel at home. They just want everybody to leave them alone while they drink their whiskey and roll their own, and they like their music with a little bit of southern sound. Kick up the heels every evening when the sun goes down. And you can call them country and they don't care, and if you don't like the way they wear their hair, you can take your likes and shove them on up the line. People in Texas don't care if the sun don't shine.
Thank you very much there, Regan. That was Regan Lyons from Rockhampton. That was Kate's Apache Blues, owned by Stephanie Burns. That one was by Stylish Apache.
She got a place that can sleep, where I'll be safe and sound.
123 there for Regan, 123. So next 4 in line, we'll have Steve Smith, then Isaac Westerhouse, Jackson Gray, then Danny Ticknell. That'll be our next 4 to show. Thank you very much to Crawford's Tyres, official Dunlock super dealer, and also Century Batteries, based in corner of Warrego Highway and Charles Street. So all eyes glued on Steve Smith right now from Gundawindi. This is Metallic Rating, owned by Pam Murphy. This one side by Metallic Cat out of a Raving About This Hap, was bred by Aaron and Lindsay Wheatley out of Corimba, Victoria. Thank you very much there, Steve. That was Steve Smith from Gundawindi. That was Metallic Rating, owned by Pam Murphy. That one side by Metallic Cat, out of a raving about this hat. Enough to put you in the around that top four right now there, Steve-o. 144 and a half there for Steve. 144 and a half. Next up be Isaac Westerhouse once again. Then we have Jackson Gray, Danny Ticknell, and Matty Oakley. So Isaac Westerhouse from Caboolture, number 23 on the draw. Going to be showing Wolfie the Man, owned by Jody Turvey out at St. George. This one side by Sandman out of Connecticut. Was bred by the Turvey family out at St. George. So next one to go and cross that Showtime line. Wish you all the best here this morning here, Isaac. Wolfie the Man. Thank you very much there, Isaac. That was Isaac Westerhouse from Caboolture, number 23 on the draw. That was Wolfie the Man, owned by Jody Turvey. That was by Sandman out of Connecticut. $120 there for Isaac, 120. Next up be Jackson Gray, and then we have Danny Ticknell, Matty Oakley, Warwick Screen, Isaac Westerhouse. So we've got about 5 more to show in herd number 2 before we'll change out the herd once again. So all eyes glued on Jackson Gray from Perga, Queensland, number 24 on the draw. This is Cut and Blue Grass, owned by the Sunkissed Quarter Horse Stud. This one's side by EB's Phalaris. Out of a Miss Blue Sue, was bred by Barbara Williams, out of the Sunkissed Quarter Horse Stud. So next one to go right here. So thank you very much to Brown and Hurley Agriculture, Mounts Machinery, Think Machinery, Think Mounts. Dealers of Case and New Holland, www.brownandhurley.com.au.
working man. I wear a steel hard hat. I can ride rope, a hammer and paint, do things with my hands that most men can't. I can't get ahead no matter how hard I try. I'm getting really good at barely getting by. Got everything I own by the sweat of my brow. From my four-wheel drive to my cowboy boots, I owe it all to my blue-collar roots. Feel like I'm working overtime on a runaway train. I got to bust loose from this ball and chain. I'm a hard working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. About the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. Come Friday night, I like to party hard. I carry on with the Cadillac cutie, spend my whole week's pay on some weekend beauty. Come Monday morning, I'm the first to arrive. I ain't nothing but business, y'all, from 9 to 5. I'm a hard working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. About the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do it all over again.
Thank you very much there, Jackson. That was Jackson Gray from Perga. That was number 24 on the draw, Cuttin' Blue Grass, owned by the Sunkist Quarter Horse Stud. That was side by EB's Flaris out of a Miss Blue Sioux.
Ain't never heard a rooster crow. Never walked bare.
124 there for Jackson. 124, 124. Next up we're going to move to is Danny Ticknell, and we're Matty Oakley, Warwick Screen, then Isaac Westerhouse. That'll be our last four to show in herd number 2 of the 5,000 novice here this morning. Thank you very much to Santos for supplying our cattle for this event. Santos, a proudly Australian company. Santos is a leading supplier of natural gas, a fuel for the future, providing clean energy to improve the lives of people in Australia and Asia. www.santos.com. All eyes glued on Danny Ticknell. Next to go, number 25 on the draw. That's the one they call Suave, owned by Tom Strawn. Side by Smooth as a Cat, out of a stylish diva, was bred by Steve Smith at the Steve Smith Cutting Horses in Gundawindi, Queensland. That next one across the Showtime line, Danny Ticknell. Now 5,000 novice, paying out 6 places in this event. So make sure you get on over and grab yourself some breakfast and a coffee and a tea here this morning at the Baking Asylum. We'll have 5-star gourmet meals for breakfast, lunch and dinner, supplied by the Baking Asylum. Well, let's watch Danny Ticknell from right here in Roma, his hometown cutting show. This is Suave, owned by Tom Strawn. So 146 on top. That's our high marking so far. That was set by Phil Dawson with Blue Blooded Cat. That's what they're all chasing for the number 1 spot. So this is Danny Ticknell, the one they call Suave, owned by Tom Strawn.
Don't my baby look good in them blue jeans? Tied on the top with a belly button ring, a little tattoo somewhere in between.
Thank you very much there, Danny. That was Danny Ticknell from right here in Roma. That was the one they call Suave, owned by Tom Strawn, side by Smooth as a Cat, out of a Stylish Diva. $138 there for Danny, 138 for that showing, 138. We've got three more to show in herd number 2 of the 5,000 Novice. We've got Matty Oakley, Warwick Screen, then Isaac Westerhouse. So thank you very much to Pack Horse for being one of our great supportive businesses here this week. All award-winning buckles that you see this week are sponsored by Pack Horse. There's all eyes glued on Matty Oakley from Walker, New South Wales, number 26 on the draw. This is the one they call Little Millie Moon, owned by Sharon Sarkild. This one's side by This Cat's Destiny, out of a Heidi Turpentine. It was bred by John Williams. Our next one to cross the show timeline. Good to see Matty up here at the Roma Cutting Show for 2022. I know a lot of our New South Wales competitors missed out on our show here last year because of the COVID border restrictions. It's good to see them all up here this year. But let's watch Matty Oakley. This is Little Millie Moon. Thank you very much there, Matty. That was Matty Oakley from Walker, New South Wales. That was Little Millie Moon, owned by Sharon Sarkild. That was bred by This Cat's Destiny, out of a Heidi Turpentine. $132 there for that showing. 132, 132. As we got two more to go in this herd, will be Warwick Screen, then Isaac Westerhouse. We'll wind things down in herd number 2 of the 5,000 Novice here today. Also, thank you very much to Proactive Tax and Business Solutions, specialising in all things accounting, tax, bookkeeping and business. with a particular focus on rural and agri-small business clients. Rebecca has over 15 years' experience in accounting and taxation, is dedicated to providing quality and focused services personalised to each client's needs. So all eyes glued on Warwick's green. Number 27 on the draw from Scone, Wales. This is the one they call the Roan 1, owned by Renee Ware. This one's side by One Roan Peptos out of a Jura Spin. It was bred by Aaron Ham. So next one to go. So 146 on top. We've got a couple of 145s. Then we've got a 144 and a half. And back to a 143. We've got a 142 in there as well. This is around our top 6 so far in our event here today. But all eyes glued on Warwick's green, formerly from Belmont North in New South Wales. Now residing in Scone, New South Wales, where he purchased a place down there. This is the Roan 1, owned by Renee Ware. One of our breeders that own a lot of these horses. I believe they'll be watching it on the live stream this morning. Good morning. Hope you're enjoying the action here this morning here at Roma. Now, SQCHA cutting show for 2022. Let's watch Warwick's green about to cross the showtime line. Our second last competitor in herd number 2. This is the Roan 1, owned by Renee Ware. Thank you very much there, Warwick. That was Warwick's green from Scone, New South Wales. That was the one they called the Roan 1. That is owned by Renee Ware by One Roan Peptos out of a Jura Spin.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Was a 129 with a review there for Warwick. 129 with a review. We'll now move to Isaac Westerhouse, going to be our last competitor and herd number 2 of our 5,000 novice here today. Also, thank you very much to Letterbuck Pro Services for sponsoring our rookie buckle here this weekend. Professional sports commentary, pro audio sound equipment, music with music directing, introduction equipment, social media advertisements, after party DJ for Western sporting events in Australia and New Zealand. Or even ask about the famous Mini Kids Rodeo Show for shows or festivals, inbox or Facebook on the Letterbuck Pro Services social media page or call 0427 281427. So Isaac Westerhouse going to be our last competitor and herd number 2. Also, if the Andrew Walker herd settling team can please be on standby to settle herd number 3, that'll be greatly appreciated. But Isaac Westhouse next to go right now from Caboolture, number 28 on the draw. This is Short Review. Also, their judges, it is a change of name too. It should not have been the Smooth Operator. It should be the Short Review. So just give me the thumbs up if you got that. Yep. Thanks, Paulie and Andrew and Aaron. So Short Review is the name of this one, owned by Renee Richardson. So all our viewers at home, it was not Smooth Operator. They're supposed to be on this draw. It's supposed to be the Short Review. But let's watch Isaac Westerhouse, number 28 on the draw. Also, thank you very much to Kelly Condon, the Australian Buckle Distributor. For your next awards or special gift for a loved one, please call Kelly at 0458 727 844 or via her social media page on Facebook as well. So Isaac Westerhouse, number 28 on the draw. They're cutting fans. It's a Short Review, owned by Renee Richardson.
She's got a T-top Camaro with a scoop on the hood and 2 big speakers blasting Johnny B. Good. Looking so sweet it oughta be a crime. She plays with my heart and messes with my mind. Acts like Madonna, but she listens to Merle. Rock my world, little country girl. She wears snakeskin boots made by Calvin Klein, cheap sunglasses from the 5 and dime. All the other girls at school, they give her dirty looks. She got an A in math and never cracked a book. She sure looks good in her denim and pearls. Rock my world, little country girl. Rock my world, drag me out on the floor. Dance with me till I can't dance anymore. 1 step, 2 step, get in line. I gotta find a way to make you mine. Rock my world. I tell her that I love her, but it ain't enough. She says I got to learn to loosen up and get a little wild on Saturday night. Make sure she's home before the morning light. Sunday she's all ribbons and curls. Rock my world, little country girl. Rock my world, drag me out on the floor. Dance with me till I can't dance anymore. 1 step, 2 step, get in line.
Thank you very much there, Isaac. That was Isaac Westerhouse, number 28 on the draw. That was Short Review, owned by Renee Richardson. 138 there for Isaac. 138. Well, round applause for those competitors. And herd number 2, their cutting fans, is right now 146 on top. Phil Dawson with Blue Blooded Cat, owned by John Keats. That's our high marking so far. So if the Andrew Walker herd settling team can please be on standby. In our third herd, we'll have Andrew Walker, Isaac Westerhouse, Steve Smith, Phil Dawson, Richard Comiskey, Paul Arnell, Isaac Westerhouse, Phil Dawson, Matty Barber, Steve Smith, Isaac Westerhouse, Mark Buttsworth, Matty Oakley, and Danny Ticknell will be those competitors. And herd number 3. Also, we've got a review, and I'll update you with that very soon there for Warwick Screen with the Roan one. I'll update you with the change of score on that one. But it's time to stretch your legs there, cutting fans. Head on over and grab yourself some breakfast or a coffee or some early morning tea at the Baking Asylum. Head on over. Also go over and check out the black truck and ag. We've got the Ram and a couple of vehicles here up on the bank here on my side of the bank here at the Bassett Park if you want to check out those vehicles as well. But we'll be back very soon for herd number 3.
Mama always said I was born on the wild side. One foot in the flames and the other trying to walk the line. Can't say I never saw it coming, I can see the warning signs. Mama always said I was born on the wild side. I guess mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, pray the good Lord lifts me higher, singing oh, when they call me home. Singing oh, when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning. There's a man in a black coat standing at a crossroads with a pen in his hand and a long list of lost souls. They say he flips a coin forged out of fool's gold. There's a man in a black coat standing at a crossroads. I hope he lets me pass by. When I close my eyes, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, pray the good Lord lifts me higher, singing oh, when they call me home. Singing oh, when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning, ride the lightning, ride the lightning. Gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder, till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, pray the good Lord lifts me higher, singing oh, when they call me home. Singing oh, when they call me home. Gonna ride the lightning. Gonna ride the lightning.
You get what you give, and you reap what you sow. Where you left your dirt,
Warwick Screen, your score stayed at the same score at 129, so we'll stay at 129.
I knew the first time should have been the last time I ever let the whiskey touch my lips. Cause the devil wears black and he goes by Jack, and he's really good at helping me forget. I thought it was cool when I was a kid, walking around with a cigarette lid on that old dirt road. I let my first smoke, and I knew right then it wouldn't let me go. And it's all or nothing, so keep it coming. Let that feeling run through my veins. Ain't no stopping, keep on rocking, yeah. It seems I'm always picking up what I can't put down. Yeah, I'm always picking up what I can't put down. She looked my way, then looked back again. Got a different kind of high when I touched her skin. When she laid it on me, she rocked my world. I knew I'd never get away from that girl. And it's all or nothing, so keep it coming. Let that feeling run through my veins. Ain't no stopping, keep on rocking, yeah. It seems I'm always picking up what I can't put down. Yeah, I'm always picking up what I can't put down. When I walked into my first smoky bar, cranked up the amp and played this guitar, and I'm singing along by the end of the night, and I knew I finally got one thing right. And it's all or nothing, so keep it coming. Let that feeling run through my veins. Ain't no stopping, keep on rocking, yeah. It seems I'm always
selfie.